Chris, I did see a stat
Yeah.
yesterday that Ant Rudy, when Rudy sets a screen, the numbers are really high
Yeah.
in scoring, and I think a lot of that's probably pull-up threes.
Yep.
How do you see that pair developing, and what more can you continue to kind of get out of that action?
Yeah. It's really developed over Rudy's time here. Trust both ways. Rudy's long been one of the best screen setters, screen assists, or whatever they call it. Ant's willingness now to take that three has been huge. I think in Ant's willingness to look for Rudy now, in different levels of the floor, like in the pocket or at the rim, we've been able to complete a lot more of that. So, yeah, I think at times we haven't used Rudy as a screener in pick and roll enough. And I think also, I don't know the exact metric you were looking at, but now they've been putting two on the ball so much with Ant. For the most part, we've been doing a good job of getting off of that. So I don't know if it's just related to that single action or the entire play when they're that stat. But I would imagine we're getting a lot of good looks with two on the ball with Rudy in the pick and roll. So
when you want, like, in terms of like getting Rudy involved in more screen out, like, how do you breathe that into the offense?
I mean, honestly, we've had Rudy at the bottom of the floor a little bit more this year than normal, just kind of accommodate Julius's, kind of game. But we need to. We're not just trying to bury him down there. We need to get him back out. So in the flow, I think more early screens. Those are some of the best ones. So
you talked yesterday about how closing against Golden State, you didn't really want to go small because you hadn't done it much this year.
Yeah.
Does that give you incentive to push that out more in practice and games so that all options can be on the table?
Yeah, I mean, I'm comfortable with the lineup that we could have closed with if we wanted to stay small, but I worry a lot about rebounding. We struggle to rebound with our bigger lineups at times, so I know our smaller lineups have really struggled. So that some of the reasons, not to go small is really rebounding issues, but I think our guys are comfortable playing in all different combinations. So I haven't really thought about going small necessarily.
Did you see that though as a possibility? Like, you talk about different playoff matchups and whatnot, the way you can match up with teams more versatile, you can do better.
I think so. Yeah, for sure. In the playoffs, it's a little different. Obviously, you make a lot of adjustments as the playoff series goes along, and you may end up getting there. It could have worked all the other way too. You may start small, but your advantage may be big. So,
how much of the kind of modified sort of fly around mentality you have on defense is meant to keep Rudy in, or how much is he a part of?
Yeah, I mean, obviously you want to keep him in as much as you possibly can. So, when you get to a part of the rotation where he can kind of bump himself out of the rotation to stay low, that's part of the nuance and the feel of playing with him. And so it's looked good today. Just going through some of that, just as a review. Yeah.